Video is brought to you courtesy by certain soups, which will remain unnamed. I've cooked the certain soups by I've cooked the certain soup. You're not going to be able to see any of this, by the way, but at least you get an idea. So what I've done here, if I press run, it says hello and welcome JC Audits. So Python is a language, and this is all thanks to Code Academy, by the way. So if you want to learn a computer language for free potentially, or also for paid help, go to codeacademy.com and you can learn lots of things. So in this particular unit on JC Audits, I'm going to learn how to code, and you're going to be learning right along with me. So Python then, and this soup has been cooked. I think the soup was actually cooked previously, but I've heated it up without microwaves, without saucepans, and just flame and the tin it came in, or bowl. So cooked new potatoes and mulligatawny soup, all nice and hot. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, great. So it says here, hello and welcome JC Audits. So really, really pleased with that. So there are 3 lines here. I don't know what the third line is for, but the first line is my poo, and then this sign here, which looks like a dash. Let me just explain that code. What does that mean? My poo equals JC Audits assigns the string JC Audits to the variable my poo. So the string JC Audits. So string might be let's translate it to grammar. The string could be the noun, and the variable my poo, which is in a different color, I'm just gonna say it's a noun that changes. So this means the value JC Audits, now it's like value JC Audits, this means my poo now holds the noun or value JC Audits. So this means that nouns have value, and it's later used in the print statement to display a welcome message. So this means that print displays stuff. Values, strings, and variables. So So if you hear the word value, string, and variable in Java, in Python, just take it to mean noun. It's like potato, basically. I'm eating potato and mulligatawny soup. So basically, I've cooked this without a saucepan, as I've already said, with a flame, without a saucepan, just a bowl. So let's simplify stuff. If you hear the words, I'm going to repeat again, and this is all super slow, so the dumbest of you guys can understand this, and I'm including myself in that. And I'll go super slow. So you're going to learn something super slow. It's going to super stick, in my opinion. Oh, I can teach you to solve the Rubik's Cube as well in a later video if you want. Not an issue. Just request it. It's not a sign of intelligence. It's just all about listening and going really slow, not confusing people, okay? If you find this is too slow, you do need to switch to a different video. Okay. This video is for the super lazy people out there that want to learn how to code, and we'll start off with Python. We'll go on to different videos, different languages after that, okay? So all I'm saying, if you're learning Python and somebody says string, somebody says variable, and somebody says string, variable, and value, just take that to mean noun, like potato. Remember what a noun is? Noun's a thing, isn't it? Name, place, thing. So it's just a thing. There's a potato. So I'll repeat again. If you're learning Python and you see the word string, you see the words variable, and you see the words value, just think potato. And that'll all dumb it down for you. And unless you get into complex stuff, that should do you fine. So here's the bit of code here. I've put my poo down equals JC audits. So my poo equals JC audits. They're both potatoes. Both my poo and JC audits are both potatoes. What links them is the symbol equals. So like potato equals potato, except I've called my poo a potato on one side and JC audits a potato on the other. So it's basically, the line one is basically saying potato equals potato, but I've changed it slightly and I said my poo equals JC audits. The key here is equals. That's the only important thing. If you forget everything else about line one, it's the word equals. Word, symbol, whatever. Right, let's go into line two. Anything you see in white is super important. So we've got it says print. So this is clearly a command, and it just says here that print displays stuff. So it doesn't mean about actually printing on a physical printer. Okay, this just means displaying on a screen. So dumbing it down, print means display. And you notice print then has brackets, like an open brackets, like a C shape, the stuff you want displayed, and then a closed brackets, as in a C the other way around. So if you put a line in front of that C, you'd get a D. Open brackets, closed brackets. And in there, you get hello and welcome. I'm going to put delete hello and welcome, and I'm going to write the word bollocks. So let's put bollocks in, B-O-L-L-O-C-K-S. So we've got print, bollocks, and my poo. We're just going to run that. Oh, we might need to close this dialog. Let me close this. Maybe that one. Unlock unlimited. One of two messages used. Oh, this is pathetic. So let me just, I don't want to click out of that. Because what it's done is now we don't have an output screen, which is really, really crap. So how do I get out? This is clear chat. Maybe that'll do it. No, that's not good. It's not a good move. So you don't want to use any of this. So that's really dumb. So as you can see, our output screen is completely gone here, which really is a pain. Copy file, reset workspace, that sounds good. Yeah. Oh, it's reset the workspace, but it's done nothing here. So we've still got this thing that doesn't really do anything on this side. It's like a split screen. Let's just increase that screen. Okay, I'm actually going to X out close chat, see what happens. Yes, that actually works. So here we have bollocks JC audits. So if I run it now, it should say hello and welcome Code Academy. Let's see if that works. Yeah, hello and welcome Code Academy. So just have some more potato. So line 2, we'll get rid of hello and welcome. Put bollocks. Run that. So we've got bollocks Code Academy. And then we want to take off Code Academy, which is in the first bit, and put JC. Bollocks JC. And my name, we're going to change to my poo and just see what happens. So I think this will just say JC. Let's see if it just says JC. No. It just says, it says here traceback. So traceback, okay, you've said a statement here, then it goes on to potato equals potato. Okay, then you've gone on to print bollocks. Okay, it will print bollocks, and then plus my name. But then there's nothing that corresponds to my name. There's my poo, but not my name. So it says print bollocks my name, and it even has these little circumflexes here under my name, because there's nothing refers to it, as in it's not defined. Nothing refers to it. Forget the word defined. Nothing refers to it. Okay. So let's define it by putting my poo down. My poo. Hit run now. Yeah, and now it says bollocks JC. So I could change poo to arse. Let's do that now. My arse, A-R-S-E. My arse here as well. Because if I hit run now, it's just going to say undefined. Want to show you? See? My poo is not defined. So we can change that to arse. A-R-S-E. And then just hit run. And now it says bollocks JC. Okay. So you go. First line. My arse equals JC. Print bollocks plus my arse plus that symbol. So that symbol, obviously, we're going to change to, say, 5 exclamation marks now. Okay. And then my arse, We change to bum. My bum. Still got one viewer. Okay, so that means I'll continue. By the way, if you're wondering what you've tuned into, you actually tuned into learning Python the slow JC way. So welcome to this. You've not missed much if you just joined us. 20 minutes in, we've managed to get the program to say bollocks JC with 5 exclamation marks. We've got the first line that says my bum equals JC. The JC bit's in speech marks, which probably means it could be displayed. You know, that's the sort of feeling I get. It's like somebody said it. So, you know, he said equals JC. So print. So this is what you want the Sun newspaper to print, as in display. You want it to print speech mark bollocks. So it's in speech marks. So it's definitely going to be printed. And to prove that, let's change bollocks to something else. Let's change bollocks to bum. Bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum man. Bum bum man. New word. Bum bum man. Plus my bum. And my bum. So you want it to print bum bum man. That's in speech marks. Plus, as in and, you want it to print my bum. Or display my bum. So my bum is defined in line 1 as being JC in speech marks. So it's definitely, in my opinion, going to say bum bum man, JC, because my bum is defined as JC. So it's going to go bum bum man, the little eyes of the computer are going to go bum bum man, I've got to display bum bum man. Then it hits bum bum man. Ooh, I must display my bum. What is my bum? What is my bum? It's in line 1, JC. So it's going to say, it's going to display bum bum man JC, and it's going to put and. So it's not just saying bum bum man JC. There's a plus here, and it's going to say speech marks, all of the things in speech marks, which are 5 exclamation marks. So let's see if this changes to from bollocks JC exclamation marks to bum bum man JC. Let's run the program. Yes, and it's done it. Bum bum man JC, 5 exclamation marks. So there you go. There you have it. Right, my potatoes are slightly getting colder. So let's move on to the next exercise. I think we've mastered that. So what have we learned in this one? Just basically printing, as in displaying. Print means display. Words like Python words like variable, variable and value, stuff like that. Just forget about those crazy words and just think noun. It's a noun, it's a potato. So display potato, that's pretty much what we've learned. If you forget everything else from this half an hour lesson, just think display potatoes. All right, let's move on to the next lesson then. I think we'll do that now. Right. Oh God, nothing much going on here, is there? So this is a blank page with a number 1, so that probably means we've got a lot of work to do. So let's see what this all is now. Ironically, the first thing we're going to do is show how to tell a computer to ignore part of a program. Okay, well guys, we have written a program together. So let's tell it how to ignore bits of that program. Text written in a program but not run by the program is called a comment. So like, subscribe, leave a comment below. So comments on social media, some of them are worth ignoring, aren't they? So it's ironic then that Code Academy is using the word comment as something to ignore, but yeah. Python interprets anything after a hashtag as a comment. Comments can provide context for why something is written the way it is. Look, and you've got a hashtag there, and it says this variable will be used to count the number of times anyone tweets the word persnickety. What a stupid word persnickety is. And it's got in red, persnickety count 0. Just finished my mulligatawny soup with new potatoes, which I've reheated myself without using a saucepan. If you want, I can show you that trick later. It's a great one for people who don't like cooking. Help other people reading the code to understand it faster. This code will calculate the likelihood that it will rain tomorrow. Complicated rain calculation for tomorrow. Oh God. Ignore a line of code and see how a program will run without it. So hashtag useful variable old equals old sloppy code. Right. Okay. Right. So as a beginner, I want to know, I understand how speech marks works. I understand how if you say something to somebody like I want like in the newspaper it says Joe Blogg said open speech marks blah blah blah, I don't like cheese, close speech marks. I get that. Open speech marks, closed speech marks, I get. But in Python here, we've got just a hashtag. So my question to you guys, as beginners or advanced people, is how do you tell when the computer should stop ignoring something? Because it said it should start ignoring something by using the hashtag, but when should you stop ignoring something? Okay, so that's the question I'm asking you guys, and it's not answered here so far in Code Academy. So let's have a look to see if we can work it out as we get going. So let's have a look. So this is our instructions. Documentation is an important step in programming. Write a comment describing the first program you want to write. Okay. Well, this is really lame, isn't it? So essentially, all this exercise is about is getting the computer to ignore a bit of writing. So clearly, I've been taught now by Code Academy to ignore a bit of writing. All you do is a hashtag. So the program has given me the line 1. It's got the numeral 9.1, which I can't change. So I'm going to put that hashtag in. Let's do that now. Hashtag, where's hashtag gone? Guys, help me, where's hashtag? Guys, where's hashtag? Which key is hashtag on? I'm going to scour the chop layer. Scouring all the numerals for hashtag. Nothing. Wow. Scouring this, scouring that. Nothing near this. Enter bar. Anything near the shift? No, nothing near the shift. Down on the lower level, there's actually no hashtag here. So this is scary stuff on JC Audits. Let's see if I can hit a few keys here and get a hashtag here. Mad, absolutely nothing. Some interesting brackets. Let's do alt. Hopefully that will give us some alternative. Oh yeah, found a hashtag. So it's alt3. Alt3 is the answer on a MacBook. On an old MacBook. Right, so we deleted it all the way to the 1. Alt3, and I'm going to put bum, suck, and then poo. Bum, suck, poo. And then I'm going to hit enter, and it goes on to line 2. And I know from my last program that if I write print, the program is going to want to display something. And it even changes from red to white, which if it's white, it means that, for me, it means that this computer program, Linux reader, is actually understanding that as a command, because white for me means command. Right, now let's put those speech marks that I've been banging on about now. So speech marks. Oh, and it's got even, it automatically puts the closed speech marks in as well. Now I'm going to put poo, Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka. You might have heard of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Now, hopefully, when I run this program, there'll be no errors. It will ignore bum, suck, poo, and it will go straight onto print. It will go straight onto displaying the words poo, Willy Wonka. So 4 words. Let's see if that program, that Python program, runs that I've just written. Oh, it doesn't actually work. So you veterans of Python, or even people that know anything about Python will actually know why this didn't work. But let's have a look. Okay. So for me, it looks like I needed to get some parentheses in, as in some brackets. So we're going to do that now. We're going to put some brackets in. So let's put some brackets in. Because missing parenthesis in call to print. And how formal is that? A call to war, a call to print. I mean, it's Python, it's a computer program. Surely Python is powerful. But obviously, this is the language is half the battle here. Dealing with English and then dealing with the idiosyncrasies of computing program languages. So call to print, call to war. So obviously I've made a mistake. The good thing is, it's not actually referred at all to my line 1, which I wanted it to ignore. Bum, suck, poo. There's no referral, so mention of bum, suck, poo in the error message here at all. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to put those parentheses in. Let's see if I can put these parentheses in first of all. Ooh. Oh, okay. I've put the first parentheses in, and it's gone to say, it's just put it by print. So let's just see, because I don't want to do too much work here. I'm going to try and copy that. Oh. Can I move or copy that? Let's see if I can Control C that in. No, you know what? I'll delete it. Keep it simple. So, get myself in there. Make it nice and tight. I don't want to put any spaces in that I shouldn't be putting in. Okay, so print. I'm going to put those speech marks in. Those speech marks are here. Oh, yeah, it doubles those speech marks up. So I'll open and close. I want to put in something different now. Willy Wonka Pooh Wee Kaka. Willy Wonka Pooh Wee Kaka. Okay, so hopefully now when I run this program, it will then ignore the first line, which is bum bum suck poo, and it will print. Display is print, and print means display. It will just print these 5 words: Willy Wonka Pooh Pee Kaka. Let's have a look, see if my second program works. And it does, it works absolutely perfectly. So as you can see, Python is quite a tight language. Even though you speak its language and say print, which it knows it means display, Python is dumb. And it wants to be told where it's displaying text from or characters from and when it's going to end. That's why it goes from here and it says with the parentheses start here, and that's why you need to say end here with the close speech marks and end speech marks. So that's why this program's worked finally. It's displayed Willy Wonka Pooh Pee Kaka on there. Willy Wonka Pooh Pee Kaka. Willy Wonka Pooh Pee Kaka, as you can see, right? But the whole point of this exercise was to ignore stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test that. So I'm going to go onto here, enter, yep. And it's giving me a line, giving me another line. And let's just test it by putting go to 6. Okay, let's run that. And there's an error. It's just typed up, it's highlighted go to 6 as there's a completely naughty thing, invalid syntax. So what I'm going to do now is in front of go to 6, I'm going to just put a hashtag, which is this key here, right? And now it should completely ignore line 3, and it does. Willy Wonka Pooh Pee Kaka. Now what I'm going to do is go to line 1, delete the hashtag from line 1, and now it should have an error saying, what is bum bum suck poo? Let's have a look. Yeah. Bum bum suck poo. Yeah. Yeah, completely like a syntax error there. So syntax is like language. So again, really posh sorts of stuff. Posh bits of prose, posh bits of language, posh terms. We want to break through that. We want to go super slow. And by the end of the decade, you'll be able to master Python with me, and master Python probably a few other languages too, and critically not lose your humanity doing it, which is a huge thing if you look at any computer geek, Musk included. Of course, Musk, some people would argue that he's lost his humanity. Other people like myself would say, I don't think he has lost his humanity. But then again, you know, Musk is a bit like Marmite, isn't he? You either love him or you hate him. And some people actually haven't tried Marmite and they don't know whether they love or hate him. But anyway, so here we go. Look, let's take out line 3 and just run it like that. And still bum bum suck poo is causing us problems. So what do we do if something's causing us problem? A line is causing us problem. Smash a hashtag in there. But this time I'm not going to put the hashtag at the front. I'm going to put it just before suck poo. So let me do that now. Right, now it should have an error with bum bum. Let's have a look. Yeah, bum bum is now the problem. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it just before poo and see if that makes any difference to anything. For example, whether it turns off the ignore function. Let's have a look. No. Bum bum. So basically I can put as many hashtags in, looks like, as I want. Loads of hashtags. And it's still bum bum they have a problem with, or Python has a problem with. Now I'm going to put loads of hashtags in front of bum bum, like loads. And what should happen now? It should say Willy Wonka poo pee caca. Let's have a look. Am I right? Yep. Willy Wonka poo pee caca. So case in point, I guess it's line specific. So if you want the program to ignore one of the lines, just stick one hashtag right at the beginning and then all the line will be junked. So what I'm going to do now is in front of print, I'm going to put a hashtag and hopefully you get no output at all now. Zero output. See, it's completely blank. There's nothing to display. Delete the hashtag and then it should say Willy Wonka poo pee caca. Yeah, brilliant. Happy days. So there you go. So this is quite useful, really useful stuff. So you've just learnt in this little segment here the importance of hashtags. So in summary, in Python, if you want your program to ignore one line of code, stick a hashtag as the very first character in that code of that line, and it will ignore that line completely. So if you go to the pub and your computing mate says to you, "Oh, I just ran a really good Python program. Do you want to have a look at it?" And you say, "Yeah, all right then. And then you go in, you have a look at all his code, and you see all the numbered lines of code, and you just go over to it, and you just sneakily, whilst you're remembering one of the lines, like line 33 or line 34, whichever line you pick, just remember the number, stick a hashtag in there right at the beginning, and then maybe he's gone off to the loo or something, or she's gone off to the loo. And you stick that hashtag right at the beginning. And then you scroll back to the first line and say their name and say, "I'm really sorry, X," or whatever their name is. I don't think this code works very well. I think it's a bit dodgy. And they say, "What do you mean it's dodgy? I just did it. And it's brilliant. I'm such a genius. Admire me. Love me." And then you say, "Well, go on then. Show me how good it is." And they of course hit the run button on their little code and it throws up an error. And as soon as the error comes up, before they have a chance to see what the error was, snatch the computer away from them, like really quick, like Bruce Lee quick, and just say words to the effect of, "I'll fix it." And then obviously go into your line, remove the hashtag, and give it back to them and say, "Now try." And then you've automatically got one up on your smarmy coding colleague or friend. If you can have friends that are coders, that is. And in Alan Partridge style, you can say, "I had one up on him in the end." So there you go. So let's have a look at the next lesson now. So the next lesson here on JC Audits, let's have a look what else we're going to learn. And these are all graded. So if you're following this through from the beginning, you will slowly learn coding at the pace of evolution. So remember, it took 6 million years from the last common ancestor of chimpanzees and Homo sapiens to where we are now. 250,000 years from when Homo sapiens left Africa to where we are now. 10,000 years ago from the invention of farming to where we are now. 4,000 years ago, roughly, from pyramids to now. 2,000 years ago, as in half that, Jesus Christ to now. 700 years ago, roughly, 1,300 years ago, roughly, from Islam to now. If I'm wrong, please let me know. So you get an idea. I should say Industrial Revolution, maybe that should go in there. Say 200 years ago from the Industrial Revolution to now. So that sort of pace is the pace that you're going to learn coding with JC Audits. So don't expect any miracles overnight, okay? So let's continue with this coding adventure. So we're going to hit next. Right. Now what we're going to do, and just a quick plug for Code Academy. Code Academy is great whether you're doing it paid or the free version. There's a host of different things you can learn at Code Academy, different languages, and you can get help, whether it's online help or indeed live help. Just, get in there, pay if you need to pay, or do the free one like I'm doing. So, plug aside, let's have a look. So, print. What we're going to do is teach our computer to communicate. The gift of speech is valuable. A computer can answer many questions we have about how or why or what it is doing. So a computer can answer many questions we have about how, why, or what it is doing. All right? The gift of speech is valuable. A computer can answer many questions we have, us humans have, about how, why, or what it is doing. Okay? So basically, we can ask the computer stuff. In Python, the print function is used to tell a computer to talk. Oh, right, it's permission to unbutton the computer's mouth and display something. That's what I think. Print for me means display. So, speak, mortal, speak, computer. To get the computer to speak, as in display something on the screen, just hit print and then parentheses. Because that is what tells the computer in Python to talk. The message to be printed should be surrounded by quotes. Well, we've just kind of learned that, haven't we? So let's have a look. This is from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So you can see the hashtag there. So that's probably line 1, hashtag. Hashtag, we learned in the previous session that hashtag is just the computer ignores that. Print, we learned, I think, from the first session that the computer displays stuff. And here we say it talks. It doesn't actually talk, but it just displays. There is something at work in my soul which I do not understand. Just note the quotation marks and the parentheses. So, as in brackets, so easy to forget, but it is there. So in the above example, we direct our program to print, as in to speak. So speak, computer, speak. An excerpt from a notable book. The printed words that appear as a result of the print function are referred to as output. Again, this is absolutely ridiculous, geeky and musky, Elon Musky language. I refuse to use this musky, geeky language. It's just text, isn't it? It's text, it's prose. Don't call this stuff that the computer is saying to you output, just say it's text, you know, because at the end of the day, the computer's just displaying text, isn't it? So you ask the computer something and it will display some text. That's all it is. So let's bust this myth. There's something at work in my style. Okay. And then print the distinguished greeting, hello world. Obviously, this is the geeky sense of humour. So now my job is to print, and that should go white. Yeah. Print, and put a space in. Parentheses. And then speech marks. And then I'm going to put bog off, you smelly bastard. bastard. Bog off, bâtard. I put the French word for bastard. So obviously, now it's bastard. It would have been French if it had the circumflex over the A. He says, print, bog off, you smelly bastard. Let's see if that actually works, or if there's a syntax error. There might be a syntax error. No. Did you print hello world? Close message. Why are you coming up with that? Oh, because like the computer's actually, it's realised that my output is not hello world. Okay, so let's do that. This time let's rebel against it and put capitals on both hello and world, and let's see what happens. Hello world, and let's see what happens now. Oh yeah, that passed. Okay, so look, I'm going to skip through this lesson because essentially if you watch the previous lessons, you know, it's a good foundation, so there's nothing more to do. So we could just skip to the next lesson. Learn the basics of Python 3.12, one of the most powerful, versatile and in-demand programming languages to upgrade. For full access to this course and more, start a free trial. Should we start the free trial? So you can do this too. You don't have to watch it on JC Audits. You can literally go to codeacademy.com. But since you're actually watching this on YouTube, you might be washing up, you might be doing something completely different. Let's do it together. Let's hit start free trial and see what happens. Oh, actually, Actually, let's go back because I think I saw something. Let's go back here. Return to syllabus. Upgrade for full access to this course and more. Well, we don't want more. We don't want full access. So let's return to the syllabus and see what happens. It says course progress 0. Resume course. Yeah, we like the word resume. Oh look. So lesson 1, hello world. That's kind of lots. Unlocked quiz, hello world. Okay, let's have a look. Let's resume course. See what happens now. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? So it looks like we're in a payment loop. So let me just turn this live off. I'm going to try and bypass, legally of course, you know, the payment loop, which appears to be going on, using a link that was supplied to me by a friend, okay, on Code Academy. Okay, so I'm going to turn off this live, and then, you know, check back in 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, and we'll see what we have, okay? Headshot Pro. Love it, love it, love it. What is something?